continuing to build together. And so if you're a guest here, I want to welcome you, extend a special, extra special thanks for you joining us, spending some time with us here today. On today's call, you're going to hear from the founder and CEO of EazyBot, Mr. Muhammad Ali. You'll hear from him in just a second. He'll open up a live account and hang around for some questions. So any questions that you might have, you'll be able to get from the source itself. In the meantime, however, I want to take us into just a quick overview. We still have people joining us on the call. We want to continue to welcome all of you guys who are joining us from around the world here today. And while we have members and guests joining us, I want to take us through just a quick story of EazyBot, what it's all about, why we're here, why people are so excited, why there are hundreds of people every single day that are starting new bots, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people around the world that are sharing the story of EazyBot. And so what you're going to discover in the next few pages that I'm going to share with you is a story about crypto made easy and really the reshaping, what we believe is the reshaping of the future of cryptocurrency trading. And so quick disclosure before we go any further, and that is just all information that's presented here today is for informational purposes. Presenters are not financial advisors. All presenters' opinions are their own. It's not intended to be a substitute for any financial investment advice. And as with any market, cryptocurrency carries risk. So please seek the advice of a licensed financial advisor before making any financial decisions. And of course, past results are not indicative of future results. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about what brings us here today. So many of you who have been on this journey, you know the story of EazyBot, how we got here, and we talk about crypto made easy. I want to really help you to understand what that means for us. I'm going to leave this up here for just a moment, but let me kind of talk you through this journey that we've been on. So Muhammad Ali is a gentleman that was on a similar journey that I was on just a little bit more than a year ago, where many of you on the call here today, you've been exploring cryptocurrency and all kinds of opportunities have presented themselves, and some have worked out, many have not. And so Muhammad and I met initially in a previous opportunity, crypto platform that seemed promising at first. And we both followed our heart and introduced that platform to people that we cared about, and came to a point where we realized it wasn't quite the solution that we hoped for. And it got to a point where it stopped producing profits. And Muhammad, instead of giving up and walking away, looked at some of the flaws, really spent some time understanding the technology and understanding the opportunity. And EazyBot was born out of that. If you were on that journey with us at that moment, it was kind of a challenging time, but you know, as you see the quote here, we cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. And so we were in the middle of a problem, and Muhammad took a step back and looked and found a solution. And so EazyBot was really born out of that desire, recognizing that there were people that we cared about, that we had introduced, and Muhammad used his engineering background to understand a strategy and to develop a strategy that would allow anybody with little to no experience to use a tool, allow them to participate in the crypto markets and trade crypto confidently. And to do so regardless of what was happening in the market, whether it's up or whether it's down. And you wouldn't have to understand charts and all of these things that are really complicated and take some time to get expertise around. So we're going to talk to you a little bit more about the story of EazyBot and exactly what we're all about here. But you're going to meet this gentleman, somebody that we love and appreciate, Muhammad Ali, our founder and CEO. This picture is of him in our corporate office in Dubai. Muhammad's been a resident of Dubai for the last 25 years. And so that's where our headquarters are located. So our vision for EazyBot is to create a bridge to the future through technology and crypto. And that's a mouthful, so let me explain exactly what that means. If you've been paying attention over the last few years, clearly crypto is making an impact. And really, there's not even a question anymore about whether the adoption is coming. It's already here. And what's going to happen, much like any new technology that shows up, they're going to be the early adopters. And then the vast majority of people will kind of figure it out as it gets easier. And then there'll be those late to come to the party. And guys, if you're on the call here today, then you're definitely early. You're super, super early, because crypto is already transforming the way we do much of our business and much of our life. And the underlying technology, blockchain, is what powers it. And so EazyBot for us is a bridge for people who may not really feel confident or comfortable, maybe intimidated taking advantage of this new financial reality. And so we want to create a bridge that allows people to get into the game, to participate in the game, and to win in that game, and to really take advantage of the beauty of crypto, which is it levels the playing fields in a lot of ways that creates opportunities that many have been locked out from. And so that's our vision, to play a role in creating that bridge for folks who might not have otherwise had an opportunity. And we do everything at EazyBot with our values squarely focused. And as you can see here, service, integrity, trust, respect, leadership, commitment, patience, quality, gratitude, and consistency are the things that guide the way that we do business and how we conduct ourselves. All right, so let's talk about EazyBot and what brings us here. So EazyBot is an automated crypto trading platform. You've heard us say it a few times. It's ideal for new investors and also perfect for advanced users. The real synopsis here is we make investing in crypto easy. We put you in total control. You're able to get consistent, profitable returns. Super important is that your crypto stays in your exchange. If anybody has ever asked you to send your money or your crypto to them in exchange for returns, you should be cautious about that. In fact, you should probably run from that. That's not what we do here. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. You trade crypto confidently. So maybe you know nothing about trading and you know nothing about crypto. With EazyBot, you actually get in the game and you can earn while you learn. And you can start building a fairly passive. I'm a little cautious about the word passive because we don't want to send the message that you can just set it and go on vacation and never check back in. You are the investor. These are your funds in your control, in your account, but it doesn't require you to engage with the market the way you might if you were doing typical day trading strategies. Now, the profits that are made are yours. They're in your exchange account. You can withdraw them at any time. And as we've said a couple of times, no experience is necessary. Now, guys, the star of the show is something called the EazyBot strategy. And it just basically means that you can trade like an expert without having to become one, without having to spend years. If you know anybody that's traded in the markets, you know that they've had to go through some studying, whether that's classes or years of experience and practice, which oftentimes means losing money. Oftentimes means losing money even after years and years of studying and practice. The EazyBot strategy allows you to accomplish the same or similar results as an expert without having to become one. So whether you're a beginner or an advanced user, there is no need to spend countless hours tinkering with parameters and settings and strategies. With EazyBot, you can be up and running and closing profitable trades in no time. Speaking of profitable trades, EazyBot is designed to only close on profitable trades, intelligently programmed to respond to any market condition, keeping you safe from the worst possible scenario, which is taking losses. And so with EazyBot in control, you really never have to worry about the risk of taking significant losses. Now, EazyBot is a spot trading algorithm, which means that you're trading coin for coin. So we don't use leverage or contract trading or anything that puts your account at significant risk of loss or exposure. And in terms of our success rate at closing profitable trades, we're super proud to report we have a 99.9999% historical accuracy against that claim. Now, what happens in the crypto markets is really what makes it exciting, and that is that it's incredibly volatile. That volatility is what's going to make Bitcoin go from 20,000 to 100,000 someday, but it also means that it went from 68,000 last fall to 20,000 in the summer. So guys, that volatility creates a lot of opportunity, but the downside of it is where a lot of people get really frustrated and they find themselves challenged. Now, what you're seeing here is sustain a 90% plus market drop. Now, we are just days away from releasing an update that gives you guys what I'd like to call a backup plan, a backup parachute, if you will. Right now, if you started EazyBot today, it is, as it is today, is programmed to cover a 51% drop in the market plus. And we're just days away from extending that to a 90+% drop in the market. And what does that mean exactly? Well, what it means is that we respect the fact that crypto is going to move. It's going to move in significant ways. And we want to be able to make profit regardless of what happens. So even if the coin that you started trading, you started a trading cycle, if it drops 90% or more, EazyBot is designed to allow you to continue to make profits. And that really is what we believe is the best possible scenario. Consistent earnings over time. You don't have to get stressed about what's happening in the market today. You can go about, enjoy your life, and allow EazyBot to do the hard work for you. All right, easily compound your earnings. So take all that we just talked about. Something is working in the background, trading crypto for you, making profits through all of the ups and downs, and then compound that. It's like the icing on the cake, guys. So compounding is essentially taking the money that EazyBot's earned for you and adding it to the initial capital that you've used in your exchange account. So now every single trade that's closed, and we close tens of thousands of trades for our members every single day, you can automatically take that profit and add it to the funds for new trades. Incredibly, incredibly powerful. Guys, I recommend that if you haven't ever done so, or if you haven't done it in a while, Google a compound calculator, just pick a number and see the power of compounding over time. Somebody that we respect, in fact, we saw Albert Einstein quote earlier, said the eighth wonder of the world was compounding. So definitely worth some time understanding how powerful a mechanism this can be in your as a financial tool. And of course, we've talked a lot about EazyBot being easy, being great for beginners and those with very little to no experience in crypto or trading. But we haven't forgotten about our advanced users. For our advanced users, you will absolutely love EazyBot. We know this to be true because we have a lot of advanced users in our community, and you've got a ton of controls. Your strategy, your control. You get numerous customizable settings with more on their way. It puts you in total control of your strategy. So you get the power of this really amazing technology. You can utilize aspects of the existing EazyBot strategy or totally create your own. So you're in total control when you're using EazyBot. All right, so we've got this amazing platform. It's going to do amazing things for you to help grow your crypto portfolio and then to support your experience. We're so proud that with EazyBot, it's more than just a software. And we're really not here today to sell you a software. We're here to introduce you to an opportunity to get involved in crypto and do it in a way that we think is safe and enjoyable. And one of the ways that we make it enjoyable is we provide resources and support for you. One of those resources is our free members and marketing app. This is free to all users. It's an app you can actually download onto your Android or iPhone, and you can actually access it through desktop as well. And it has just everything that you will ever need to have a great experience with EazyBot. Answers to all kinds of questions, trainings, links to every resource that we've ever developed. And if you're taking advantage of our affiliate program, then we've got great tools for you there as well, absolutely free. We've got, I don't even remember how many we're up to now, maybe a dozen or so different funnels, ways to share the story of EazyBot that we've designed and curated for you that does follow up in the background. Again, none of that is at any cost to you. And so talking about the experience, this is where we really separate ourselves, I think, from everything else. And that is we have an amazing support system. Guys, you can have the most powerful tool and the most powerful software in the world, but it's so frustrating if you've ever been in a situation when you've gotten something, you know, maybe you bought a new gadget and you brought it home and you open the box and all the instructions are in another language and you're just frustrated. You took this experience and you don't know who to call for help. But we definitely didn't want that to be the experience for our members. So we provide a very robust system of support, and that comes in a number of different ways. We have a knowledge base that we continually update that answers a lot of the most frequently asked questions. We do live Zoom calls 3 times a week, so you can actually jump on a Zoom call and ask your questions. We do breakout rooms if we need to help you in private. And then we have a support ticketing system as well. So if you have a really specific situation, question, or request, you can submit it through a ticketing system. We generally get back, make an initial response to you within 24 hours. So you're never alone. This is really the thing that we're so proud of, is that not only do we offer an amazing software, but we allow you and invite you to participate in that software with a ton of support and an amazing community. Now, getting started with EazyBot, if this is your first time on the call here today, and all of this sounds interesting to you, somebody invited you here, you should thank them, I think. And then you should follow these 3 steps. Get started with EazyBot. It is really simple to do so. The first step is create your EazyBot account. And the beautiful thing is you can do it for free. It doesn't cost you anything to open an account. The next step is you're going to take that account, that EazyBot account, connect it to your own exchange. And then you're going to start trading with the EazyBot strategy. There are a couple of different ways that you can go here. So we have 3 different packages. I've already mentioned that we've got a free package. There is an advanced and a VIP package, $250 for advanced, $9.95 for VIP. A couple of differences here that I'll highlight for you guys. Again, everybody, when you create an account, you start at free. And if you stay there, you're going to pay a 30% service fee, software service fee for every trade. So the way this works is EazyBot's going to close trades for you throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. And every time it closes a trade, there's a 30% software service fee that's given back to EazyBot. So you keep 70%. If you upgrade to the advanced or VIP package, you save 10% on your software service fees, and then you keep 80%. The other difference is that the number of coins that you're able to trade goes up with your package. And so on the free package, you're able to trade trade 2 coins on any one exchange. So you've got 2 coins on any one exchange, gives you a great opportunity to just get started, get your feet wet. And so no cost there. But if you want to have really the best experience, and you'll see some of that in our conversation with Mohammed here today, the best way to experience EazyBot and really to participate as a trader in any market is to have diversification as part of your strategy. And so our advanced package and our VIP package allows you to diversify into more coins. The reason diversification is important is because the markets are unpredictable. EazyBot isn't guessing at what the next hot coin is going to be and putting you in that coin. We don't do anything like that. We simply, as Mohammed likes to say, we ride the wave. There's a wave happening. We want to find that wave, ride it, and get profits out of it and have fun while we're doing it. And so the more coins you have that are working for you, the more opportunity that you're able to take advantage of. VIP package allows you to trade all available coins. As of today, I believe we're up to 25 different bots that you can run on our VIP package. And for our VIP members, you also get one-on-one priority support. So lots and lots of options here for you guys. The most important thing is that you just decide to get started. Just a quick reminder of what we went over here today, 24/7 automated trading. The beautiful thing about crypto is it never stops. It's going 24/7. So you can take advantage of that market all day, every day, without fail, without stopping. Easy one-click strategy settings. So it's very, very easy to get EazyBot started. You don't have to think about complicated strategies. You know, somebody, maybe you on the call today are thinking, well, what makes EazyBot different than some other bot that I heard of? Well, it's how easy it is. I've mentioned a number of things, but at the core of it is, for most other bots, really for every other one that I'm aware of, you have to know something about crypto and you have to know something about your own strategy that you're going into the market with, and then be able to program that into the bot and then understand how to read your results, make adjustments. And you really don't have to do any of that if you choose to use the EazyBot strategy. So super easy for you to get going and get great results. Automatically compound your earnings, take the profits that you're making, put them right back to work for you. Customizable for our advanced users, so we haven't left you out at all. Perfect whether you're starting with a small account or a large account. And best of all, start right where you are for free. Now, it's worth pointing out, because this is so prevalent in the crypto markets, that people are going to ask you to send your money, send your crypto to them. And I want to really stress that's not what we do here. So all of your funds that you're using to trade with EazyBot stay in your exchange. We today connect to Binance.com, Binance US, and KuCoin. We have more exchanges coming, but any one of those 3 exchanges that you choose, that's where your trading funds are. And then that account, your exchange account, connects to EazyBot through a secure API. And we have a number of layers of security that we provide that gives you additional sense of protection in that connection. And we use the recommended methods from the exchange. So through that API connection, EazyBot is given permission to open and close trades on your behalf. It has no permission to withdraw funds. So opening and closing trades, no permissions to withdraw funds. So the money that goes to your EazyBot wallet is only for package upgrades. So I just gave you the 3 different options. If you wanted to upgrade to your advanced or VIP package, then you would need to send funds to your EazyBot wallet for that. And then because EazyBot doesn't have access to withdraw funds from your exchange, that software service fee that we talked about just a moment ago, those are funded into your EazyBot wallet as well. So you want to send, if you're starting, let's say with $1,000, you may want to send $40 to your EazyBot wallet just to give you coverage to cover some of those software service fees. If you're sharing EazyBot with others, all the commissions you earn will go into that same wallet, so you may never have to replenish But if you're not sharing EazyBot with others, that's perfectly okay. Most of our members are not, quite frankly. And so that's fine too. You just have to keep in mind that it will need to be replenished because EazyBot cannot take funds from your exchange account. All right, guys. All right, Mohammed, you are up next. Guys, while Mohammed gets himself ready, I just want to say that I've had the pleasure of coming to know and enjoy Mohammed as a friend and as a business partner over the last few months. And I've got to tell you, you're in for a treat. If you're going on this journey with us, you couldn't be in better hands than Mohammed. He's a man of integrity, super intelligent, very clear about his vision and what he wants to do. And if you have had any experience with EazyBot, you know that this man has hit the nail on the head. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you our CEO, Mohammed Ali.
Hey, David, thank you very much. And welcome everyone on the call. Let's jump into it. Okay, today's presentation is going to be quite short. For some reason, I could not get the full report of the account to share it with you today, but hopefully we're going to share the 2 weeks together in the next Monday. The topics we're going to be discussing today is pulling back the average price, how EazyBot is pulling down the average price, and closing this trading cycle on a lower price than the initial one. And we're going to see one example for that. And the last thing we're going to look at is the take profit retracement. Let me just, before we get in depth into this, explain to you a bit for the new people of what I'm talking about when I say pulling down the average price. Now, based on our experience in the last year, the market have really went down, and then we end up stuck and not knowing what to do, because we were just in the mercy of the market, hoping that the market is going to come back up again and then close the trades that were opened at the top of the market. So the way we designed the EazyBot strategy here is that even if the market goes down and it stays down and never comes back up, still EazyBot is going to be closing the trades which were open at the top of the market, at the bottom of the market, and still make profit and bring back all the USDT, the dollar value amount that you have used for trading, plus the profit that you have made. And we have shared a couple of examples, and I will share one example here on this topic here that we're talking about when we talk about the closing trading cycle at a lower price than the initial one. And pulling down the average price is that we're going to see a live example of a coin that where we started trading up here, and now the market is down there, and the average price, I mean the top trade break-even point, is down there, closer to the market price, and it will keep on moving until it closes eventually with a profit. And then take profit retracement. Take profit retracement is basically a way that we programmed into the bot to follow the market price. If the bot initially has been programmed to sell or to make profit on 1.5%. However, it had a feature that calls take profit retracement. Take profit retracement will help in case of the market, if the market is moving high faster. So instead of just taking 1% or 1.5% profit, it actually could take up to, I don't know what kind of thing, but it would just follow the market to the top of the market. And then when the market starts moving down, it's going to close that trade. Let me just show you that in graphical way, so that it would be more clear. Let's say this is the market axis, this is the price, and this is the time. Let's say a trade started here at this point. Yeah, let's say a trade started here, and then the market went up. So the bot is programmed to close the trade or to take profit to start the process of taking profit at plus 1.5%. But this is not the end of it. What if the market is just shooting high and moving up dramatically? So what do we do? Why should we close the trade here? Why don't we close it here instead of closing it as low as here? So this feature will help us to do that. The take profit retracement, before it closes, once it reaches 1.5%, the market has to pull down or have a retracement of minus 0.5%. And that helps us to follow the highest market value that it reached to, or the highest price. So once the price reached 1.5%, then that imaginary line below the highest price starts in play. And then it waits for it. So if the market goes up, it's going to still wait for it to move down by 0.5% from the highest point. So if the market is doing this, it's going to be following the market until it starts moving down. Once it moves down minus 0.5%, then it's going to close here. And this here could be as high as 10%. And could be 15%. We have seen one of 14% recently, which I shared previously. So we will see one example like this. And let me just get into the presentation and get to the pages one by one. Okay, so the first one, pulling down the average price, which is basically pulling down the top trades to be closed at a lower market position. This is last week on 5th of August when we shared this coin. This is the same AAVE that we have been sharing since the beginning. And as we have seen, this coin have started on in April on when the price of this coin was 251. So last week, the average price was pulled down to the price of 161. So the trade which was opened at the price of 251 is now combined with other trades is at the price of 161. So that means the price of this coin doesn't have to go all the way up to the initial price of 251 plus 1.5% to start taking profit. However, it just has to cross this new average price or the break-even point of 161 plus 1.5%, and then start the process of taking profit, as I explained it earlier, based on the take profit retracement. So this is last week, and this average price will keep on moving down using the trades on the bottom of the market. It will keep on pulling that average price down. So previously, last week on 5th of August, the average price was 161.3, as we can see here. And the average price have dropped by 89.7 USDT or dollars down. And the profit that it had made while the market is going down is 1,125. Now, or today, based on today's market price, today's market price is 94, but that doesn't matter for us. What matters for us is the average price. During this week, there were many trades happens that increased the profit from 1,121 to 1,171.41. That have helped also our average price to move down from 161.3 to 159.7, as we can see here. And that means our trade or our average price have already moved down below the initial price by 36.37%. 36.37%. That means this specific trade or trading cycle has the potential to close and make profit 36% below the initial price. But even though right now the market price is as low as 94.7, so the price might not go even up to 159 yet. That's absolutely fine. As we have seen from last week, the average price have moved down a bit. Next week again is going to be moving down and down and down until eventually what's going to happen, one of the two things is going to happen. Either the market goes up fast and close it at this point, or the average price will be pulled down to the current market price, wherever it is, and then goes plus 1.5% and close the whole trading cycle, bring out all the money that have been traded, plus all the profit that is being made, which is 1,171, plus whatever is being made on the way and on closing the last trade. So this is about pulling down the average price. Take profit. Well, this shouldn't be take profit retracement. This should be talking about closing the trading cycle at lower price. Just correct that as we're here. Yes. Okay. So looking at this trade, this was on closed on 9th of September. That means 3 days back. So when it started, this trade have started when the price of this coin, this is CRV by the way, started on 15th of August when the price was 1.442. Right now, it's closed at a price of 1.222. What does that mean? Let's analyze here down there. So the session have started at the price of 1.442 and then closed at 1.222. That means it closed at minus 15%. When we calculate the difference between 1.44 and 1.22, it's 15.25%. So what happened here is that this trade opened here, the market went down 15% or more, and then it closed at 15.2% down. this is a short cycle. And on the way, it made a profit of 3% on the capital of 1,000, because in this coin here, we have traded 1,000. Now, let's look at the profit retracement. This is what I've just explained in the whiteboard, is that the bot starts a trade here, and then if the market goes rapidly up, it's not going to close it at just 1.5% or 1%. Goes 1%, 1.5, and it goes down 1.5%. If it goes higher, it's going to close it higher. And this is a clear example for that happened last week. So this trade opened here at this place. I just made the candle to the bigger this time so that we can see it. So it opened here, then the market started fluctuating, going down and going down. At this point, the market started shooting up. When the market started moving up higher, then it reached to the highest point. And then when the market started moving down, having the retracement of 0.5% or more, and then it closed here. Instead of just making 1%, it made 3.18%. And we have seen other trades that have actually closed in much more than this, in like 14% and 10%, more or less as well.